so it was quite big. I had this very daunting title about
people are really excited, really enthusiastic. I think the topic is touching upon everyone's heart. Märtha, I heard from you from this morning speech. Tell us, what did you speak about?
I had this very daunting title about the tech race of the human race and how to turn existential risk into existential opportunity. So it was quite big. It was big for a Wednesday morning.
Yes, I can imagine. But the energy from the audience, I can see that. People are really excited, really enthusiastic. I think the topic is touching upon everyone's heart these days.
I think so. I think people need a kind of pause in an exponentially accelerating world to kind of, what are we doing with everything, right? And the tech race is really that invitation. I think we're doing some beautiful things, but also some very scary things, and we need to take that pause.
I totally agree. And how did you enter this topic? Maybe starting a bit from your journey, how did you enter this realm and what is your specialty background?
Well, I wear many hats, but I'm actually not a techie by training, more a techie by practice. So by training, I'm a political economist, so a systems thinker, understanding the relation between the state and the market. And I'm all focused on power relations, who has power to define what, when, and where. And tech wasn't something really we talked about when I was in university some 10, 15 years ago. And now we talk about it more, obviously, and it's not just the techies, which is great. But today I try to focus a little bit more on the philosophical and ethics of technology. So what I do a lot now is, again, trying to create that pause for us to check in to our own dreams and nightmares, so that we don't react in panic to those of others.
Yeah, I think that's really a touch that shouldn't be overlooked. And especially maybe with your political economy background, right?
Yeah.
How do you see it differently? How do you see your background, your education background kicking in to this different maybe perspective or angle, how you understand this?
Great question. I think we came from, industrialization was a lot about specializing and it's division of labor, right? And spending your whole life on this kind of one specialty. And that becomes also important, but at the same time, we need to be generalists and kind of gain this systems thinking, because when we look at technologies, if we only look at one technology in silo, like for example, artificial intelligence, we have a tendency to put them into the existing boxes, and then we just keep doing the same old. And in my opinion, the same old is not really working when we look at things like the planetary decay or also the societal issues we have at hand. So the magic happens when you think about how the technologies cross and combine. So it's AI that helps with new designs for 3D printing, and it's in those creative crossing, I call them, that you find the magic. And so I think political economy has gained me that systems thinking necessary to have a voice in the tech space.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really an angle that is not by nature people would actually think about. And also the technology enablement by AI into all different realms, 3D printing, into the new high technology, cloud computing, which is my background and everything. I also heard that you were just in China.
I used to work